How's it going, Jack Tackers, and welcome back to another video for you guys. Today, I'm going to be doing my review for Lucky Hank, Season 1, Episode 7, which was titled The Count of Monte Cristo. Now, this is actually the penultimate episode of the season, meaning next week is the finale, so I'm excited for that. But overall, what were my thoughts on this episode in particular? Well, what do you know? I thought this was another good episode. I wouldn't say it's as good as the previous two episodes we have gotten, but, I think this is still a pretty strong installment. First of all, I like that we got to briefly see Railton College again in this episode because, believe it or not, we haven't seen it since, episode 4. So it was nice to kind of catch up with everything going on there. Obviously, the faculty is still pretty upset about this quote-unquote kill list that Hank has to provide Dickie Pope with. And everyone's paranoid of getting laid off, so it was funny seeing Hank's dad being at Railton at college, entertaining everyone in the lounge, talking about Charles Dickens as well. That was pretty funny. Hank was kind of annoyed with him throughout the whole episode, though. Understandably so. I mean, if we're being honest, Hank's dad's not really a great guy. Especially toward the end of the episode where he basically says cheating is fine and is almost needed in a relationship because it makes people stronger, which is just insane. Also, one of the best scenes in the episode revolves around Hank asking if his dad has any regrets. And of course, Henry says one of his regrets is the fact that he used to hate on Dickens. Obviously, harkening back to the scene earlier in the teacher's lounge when he was talking to the faculty about Charles Dickens. But it was a pretty crushing moment, and I continue to just feel incredibly bad for Hank's character. I mean, Hank isn't the perfect man, but he has a lot of sympathetic qualities, I think. And I think this is all due, really, to Bob Odenkirk's performance and how he portrays the character. Anyways, in this episode, we also get to see that Hank and Tony are friends again, thank God. Because I hated seeing them fight in the last episode. And I don't know, I just love when they're together. I love when they're bros. But Lily goes to New York again in this episode to look at apartments. And we get probably the best scene of the episode with her at the restaurant. Lily's sitting down next to this couple with a cheating wife. And when the wife's husband walks into the restaurant, because she's with this other man, the other man she's with quickly moves over to Lily's table and pretends that the two of them are kind of on a date of sorts. And Lily, kind of plays along. And not only is this scene incredibly hilarious, but we get a fantastic monologue almost with Lily telling this man she wants a divorce. She even starts crying after explaining why she wants one. And what? I think in a way this is something she has been thinking about for a while with her relationship with Hank. And it's almost like she's been planning this for a long time, and this is what she wants to say to Hank. It's pretty intense, to be honest, and I hope the two don't end up getting divorced in the finale. Now, I did read the book the show is based on, so I do know what happens between them. I won't spoil it here, though. But who knows, really? They could go a completely different direction from the book and do something new with the story. They've already changed a few elements of the story, so it is somewhat possible, but, I do hope they end things similarly to the book, if I'm being honest, I have to admit. But overall, though, this scene with Lily was really quite brilliant, I gotta say. It was a good insight into her character, and, the actress who plays her did a terrific job in that scene. This was one of the best parts of the episode, in my opinion, probably the best part of the episode. And I've been liking Lily's character up to this point, I have, but I still prefer Hank's character, just, I guess, because he's the main character, so I feel more drawn to him as a presence. I don't know. But Lily, she's a good character as well. She's interesting, and probably one of the better episodes with for her character. But anyways, in this episode, we also see that Russell is in fact cheating on Julie with Meg Quigley, of all people. Now, I thought that was kind of resolved in the end of the last episode, but it wasn't resolved. And listen, it's a fairly comedic scene when Hank catches him in Meg's bed, but it's also pretty messed up, and I do somewhat feel bad for Julie, although I can't help but feel like she's just a super incompetent character and just got married far too young. She's basically a kid, if we're being honest. I mean, I don't know. People get married a lot older nowadays, but I mean, the actress who plays her, I think, is like 25, which I guess isn't that old, but I think she looks even younger than 25. I think she could pull off something younger than that. So it was just kind of weird, and I just think her relationship with Russell is like, what are we doing? I mean, Hank even admits that Russell's just a boy in this episode. But, I do kind of feel bad for Julie, of course, because it's never good when someone cheats on you, but whatever. I did really like the moment between Hank and her at the end, though. I thought it was sweet. She puts her head on his shoulder, and, I also like the song that was playing. I've actually heard that song in another TV show. That was a decent way to end the episode. And overall, I thought this was a solid installment to the season. I continue to enjoy this show. And I really can't believe that it is coming to an end next week. At least season 1. I will definitely miss it. I really wonder if it'll get a season 2 or if this is going to be it. I mean, the way the story's moving and how it progressed in this episode, it makes me feel like everything that happened in the book should relatively be wrapped up by the end of the finale, or at least it will almost be wrapped up, like, for the most part. So, I don't know. Who knows? Maybe we'll get season 2. It hasn't been renewed as of yet, but I do hope that it will be soon, if they do actually want a season 2, because they could tell different stories and kind of just piggyback off of what they've already done in this season. I'd be down for that, not gonna lie. Anyways, guys, let me hear your thoughts on the episode down in the comments below. What did you guys think about it? What was your favorite part? Again, my favorite part probably had to be that scene with Lily in the restaurant. That was pretty good. But what do you think is going to happen next? Let me know all of that down in the comments. And I'm definitely curious to see what you guys have to say about it, for sure. Loving this show. Love the show. Wish more people were watching it, but, good stuff. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new. And, check out my Letterboxd and Twitter down in the description while you're at it. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.